Hello everyone, it's Jeremy with JMed's Brick Clicks again. Got another video. In today's video we're looking at an old set from the 70s. This set here was one of the first real construction sets, and you can see I've got the original box, and it's just a flat box. It's not a full-size box. It had a plastic interior that slid out, so I've got the box sleeve. And what we're looking at is set number 387, one of the 3-digit number sets. It says copyright 1976. We'll look at the back, and this does have a few unique parts or historic parts for its time. One of the cooler things here in the bottom corner, focus on that, made in Denmark. So what we'll do, we'll look at one of our sets first, and this one is one of our dump trucks with the center articulation, and this was before minifigures. They may have had the non-articulation minifigures that just stand there with no face. I've got a few of those, but you could probably fit a minifigure in here. There's plenty of room for that on either vehicle. But if you look, we've got a nice dump bed. We've got these two unique pieces to build on from the side. I don't think Lego makes the articulation piece like that anymore. That was really common in the 80s, 70s and 80s with construction equipment or tractors or just items like that. We've got this hinge piece, which I don't think is no longer made, which was a great piece for dump trucks. I know I have several of them, and I had a fleet of dump trucks at one time. We'll turn him over. You can see the wheels, and these are other additional special pieces where you can take these wheels out and put them through these pins here. So if you wanted to make a more narrow vehicle, you could. So they really gave you a lot of options, even though all the bricks here are square. There's no slope pieces. But that is one of our sets, and the other half is one that's got a bunch of special pieces on it and some rare pieces, including the loader bucket or the loader arms. They're just in a few sets. These longer ones, the shorter ones that were black, they're in several sets, but these are only in just a handful of sets. I think I've got 2 sets that have them in there. The bucket on here might be a little undersized bucket. I've got a larger one that looks a little bit better, but just for the sake of the set and the review, we'll just leave it with this one. We'll move to the back, and you can see we've kind of got a backhoe attachment. We've got a ball joint piece and our spring-loaded bucket. And that spring in there, you can see it, it's all the tension it needs. And that's a great piece. Those aren't in very many sets either. They're just about as rare as this front piece. And to keep the spring on it and have the spring in good shape is an added bonus. But I know the biggest thing here is the tracks. You can see it does. Let's move him back so we can get some track. The tracks do move. This was the very really innovative for the time. They're Technic tracks. You can see the wheels are like a big sprocket, and you can see the bottom of it with these Technic pins where you could place the Technic bricks, where you could place your pin through the entire center or offset it really any way you wanted. With these bricks, each brick does have a stud on top, so they were very versatile for their time, and probably well before their time for creativity, where you could build something onto this and make like a conveyor belt or some kind of lift system for maybe, who knows, maybe farming, maybe for a conveyor belt, for a elevator or something like that. Or if you had enough of these, then they all clip together. When you get these, you have to put them together all individually, just like you do with other sets. So just like with the other sets where you have to, if you get a bunch of tracks, you got to put them together. This is from about 10 years ago, and we can see the complete difference in about 30 years. night and day difference for, you know, detail, piece count, piece design. But we'll set him back to the side. He might come back in another video. Let's just go back to this. There is room, like I said, for a minifigure if you want to put one in. But that's the set that really, it was before my time, but I do have a few sets from this time that are great builder pieces and very unique. You know, these tracks, I remember building tanks, dozers, half tracks, anything I could think of with treads, just to get that design, because that was really the only way, that was the only track system you could get, and you could build your own. You wanted to add more tracks to it, if you got more sets you could add more. So yeah, that's really all I've got for today, guys. Stay tuned for some still shots at the end. I'll get a piece count and the exact year it says copyright 1976. I'll include all that in the description. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.